How does the media make you feel? Eating disorders and body dysmorphia can never be caused by a picture of a slim girl or a buff man. They're always psychological and never normal behaviour. But can media show them the pathway to eating disorders or compulsive actions? Can the media really promote such a pressuring image to men and women that beauty is all that matters? Personally, the media rarely affects me. It sometimes can be unhelpful when trying to recover, but I do not believe it played a part in my development of an eating disorder. On the other hand, why would the media produce such emaciated models and celebrities everywhere we look, or beautiful people whose perfection would never be possible to achieve without the use of airbrushing?
According to many parents and adults who may or may not have researched it, they believe that the media is entirely to blame for children and young adults' bad self-image. The whole world seems to be convinced that all teenage girls look at pictures of celebrities and wish to look like them, therefore fall into eating disorders. However, if this were true, surely psychiatrists all over the world would be saying that magazines were the root cause of anorexia, but instead they say it could be abuse or control or other aspects of their deep emotional life.
I believe that media does play a part in the developing of some sufferers of eating disorders. Although psychiatrists agree magazines are not the root cause, Dr. Key from a psychiatric college I found online says psychological and social factors are also significant. That's why we are calling on the media to take greater responsibility for the message it sounds out. See, the psychiatrists at this college were concerned that many magazine articles were unbalanced, giving advice about dieting without providing information about the dangers of extreme diets. They also argue that articles which criticise the bodies of celebrities can make readers more dissatisfied with their own bodies.
Even from early on, children are taught by society that their looks matter. Think of the average 3- and 4-year-old who is continuously praised for being oh so cute. With an increased population of children who spend a lot of time in front of the television, there are more of them coming up with superficial sense of who they are. Images on TV spend countless hours telling us to lose weight, be thin and beautiful, buy more stuff because people will like us and we'll be better people for it. Programming on the tube rarely depicts men and women with average body types or crappy clothes, ingraining into the back of our minds that this is the type of life we want. Overweight characters are typically portrayed as lazy, the ones with no friends, or the bad guy, while thin women and pumped up men are the successful, popular, sexy and powerful ones. Also, while finding research for this video, I came across how society and media represent overweight and thin people. Because a class of children were given a sheet with either the silhouette of a fat person on it or the silhouette of a thin person on it. Each child had to describe what they imagined the person was like, and the thin image was mostly labelled with busy, successful, pretty, and so on. However, the fat person was labelled with things such as lazy, smelly, and dim, and, well, you get the idea. Pop culture's imposed definition of the ideal body, combined with the diet industry's drive to make more money, creates a never-ending cycle of ad upon ad that try to convince us if you lose weight, your life will be good. The flip side is that as long as we continue to buy into their false claims by purchasing these often dangerous products, the more the diet industry will keep pushing their slogans at us. The chronic passive obsession about weight within families, like the wife asking the husband, do I look fat in this? And within circles of friends, like for the first time seeing someone in a while, the comment, you've gained or lost weight, continues to emphasize the idea that how we look and what we weigh is of utmost importance. Many of us blame the magazines and diet ads while we walk around guilty of the same crimes. Because of the media and other sources, we represent certain groups with certain body types, etc. And to prove this to you, I'm going to test you by mentioning just a few words, just a few types of people, and let you think about the things that come to mind, and see how those expectations can affect the individuals that I say. Gymnasts, figure skaters, ballet dancers or dancers. Right, so when you think of these people, you think immediately of slender individuals putting a huge amount of pressure onto them, which is why, although evidence says eating disorders are caused by underlying issues, these people are subject to it especially. Ultimately, it's important to know that anorexia, bulimia and compulsive overeating are not about weight and food. Rather, they are complex disorders where each sufferer is plagued with low self-esteem, an inability to cope with their own emotions and stress, and many underlying issues that have led them to their disordered eating. However, the media and society does portray an unrealistic view and pressure on people from the moment they're born that thin and beautiful is successful and happy. And that image is truly drilled into us forever.